Point of order, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Speaker, I seek leave to make a personal explanation in relation to an answer given by the Honourable David Carter to question 3 today.
Leave is sought for the member to make a personal explanation. Is there any objection? There is no objection. The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Speaker, Mr Carter said that an officer of my party had rung his department or his office wishing to know how do you spell Director General. My inquiries are that my office called Mr Carter's office because Wayne McNee on the first reference to the website is referred to as Wayne McNee, Director, no hyphen, just a space, General. Then the next reference has a hyphen in it, and she wished to know which was the correct one, without the hyphen or with it. Listen.
Order, this is...
Mr Speaker, it is a personal explanation. It should be heard in silence, as you know.
And order, it must be a personal explanation.
It is a personal explanation. I've made the inquiry. I've made the inquiry of the only person who has my evidence here.
Order. If the member would just for a moment resume his seat, the dilemma... I do ask members to be silent during a personal explanation. The dilemma for the House is what we're hearing is not a personal explanation. The member himself was not involved in this alleged activity, and therefore it is not a personal explanation, and that's what is causing some, I think, concern across the House. Now, personal explanations are meant to relate to matters that affect a person personally, and so the Right Honourable Winston Peters has the floor.
Let me say this here. The fact is that the House was, I'll conclude this, but the fact is the matter that he drew attention to a matter of which is to do with punctuation, not spelling, and then he totally misinformed the House.
Order.
Right?
Order. We're now getting into an argument by way of point of order. I'm going to have to rule on this matter to sort it out for the House, and I'm going to have to rule that a personal explanation must relate to something that affects a person personally. And from what I've heard, I don't believe it was the Right Honourable Gentleman who contacted the Minister's office. I don't believe this affects the Right Honourable Gentleman personally at all. But matters to do with members' staff or other things like that cannot be matters of personal explanation as far as I can see. Now, if I'm wrong in that matter, I apologise to the House if I'm wrong, but I think, I can't allow a personal explanation to continue that clearly is not actually a personal explanation. I'll hear from the Right Honourable Gentleman.
Speaker,
the Right Honourable Winston
what
Peters.
the Minister did, I'm asking your advice here, what the Minister did here was throw into question the intelligence and education of a member of my staff, who I might add is immensely more qualified academically than he is.
No order. We can't have that. Members cannot, under a point of order, abuse another member. Look. Where ministers, there's a new standing order. Where ministers make allegations recklessly in answering questions, there is a procedure under the current standing orders that can be followed to sort the matter out. And where it doesn't involve a member personally, it is not a personal explanation. I apologise. I don't want to be unfair to the Right Honourable Winston Peters, but what I'm hearing is not a personal explanation. That's why I feel I must terminate it. The point of order.
What do we do in the interest of this House and this country to stop a minister demonstrating that he's grammatically illiterate?
Order.
Right?
Now, look. Now, order. That kind of abuse is the kind of order I've already explained. There is currently a standing order that provides for members to take up issues where they feel a minister, in answering a question, has made a reckless allegation. It's Standing Order 355. Now, the member is perfectly welcome to do that, but he is not. And I will not tolerate further abuse of the point of order system, because to me it is totally unacceptable to use it to belittle another member of this House. So that will cease. Question number 5, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you.